Composing is a tremendously difficult and demanding occupation, but when it goes well, it's the most satisfying thing I know. I'm David Gwilt, a Hong Kong composer.
To me, composing is just like giving birth to a baby, but the baby is part of yourself in Tsang. I'm Richard Tsang.
Composing is a very personal matter, yet it wants to bring the message to as many audience as possible. I am Chen Wing-Wang.
When I first came here in 1970, I was trying to teach composition, so my thoughts about what it's like to be a composer in Hong Kong really are slightly in the past. I think it was very difficult in those days because the Composers Guild, the cash, had not really started or had an influence yet. I think what these institutions have done has influenced other bodies like the performing arts people, the Hong Kong Phil, Chinese Orchestra, and other, the Sinfonietta and so on. It's influenced those people to use local composers' music in various ways.
3 or 4 decades ago, Hong Kong is still picking up the kind of contemporary trend from the West. So the idea of contemporary compositions and composers were picked up by the younger generation as very interesting and exciting. And whereas at the same time, the public has been sort of influenced or getting used to non-classical music, especially as pop music and so on.
In my days, most of the composers in Hong Kong, they affiliate with the universities. Actually, our living depends on the university teaching. Same as in the United States or in most part of the Western world. That's why we have a group, people label them as university composers. Well, they compose, they can write experimental things. They do not rely on audience response. They just write and write. However, in the case of Hong Kong, nowadays we have more and more very capable young people coming back, also holding a doctorate degree. But those professors in the university, they are still quite far from retire. So it's difficult to add more positions for our young composers.
My advice is that don't follow the models of past generations. In other words, don't think of getting a degree and then a teaching job or a job in a concert and so on. The future should be how to really encourage younger generations of talents to really make a difference in the artistic and cultural world in society by using the modern technology, IT technology, and integrating technology with musical activities. And we're talking about a lot of possibilities like multimedia and visual arts and movements and dance. They can all be integrated together to generate new art forms in which the composers will play an important part.